Star 2020. Or welcome out, Hey Star Nation. This is Hey Star 2020. We are in season 2 of our Colts realistic franchise. 4-1 on the season, taking on the Jets this week. So they're 15th on offense and 23rd on defense. We're number 1 on D and 32nd on offense. So we really need to get our offense going. Okay, here we go. Well, let's upgrade some. Oops. No, we don't want to scout. We want to get an upgrade here. Big Quinnen Williams. 99 overall. Still can't believe he's on our squad. It's nice. Big Q. One of our team captains. Pitts, young tight end who's amazing. He'll be working on his blocking for some time. Drake Woolen over from Seattle. Devin White. I believe he's from Tampa Bay. Big Jordan Davis from the Eagles. Quiddy Pay, we drafted him. Kareem Hunt, backup running back. From the Browns, but free agents really. He's a free agent. Blackman, we drafted him. Nice safety. AR5, let's go. Isaiah Simmons, I believe we got him from the Giants. Jameson Williams from the Lions. Man, we had a ton of guys to upgrade. Jelani Woods, let's go. Here we go versus the Jets. Jets, Jets. They like to run the ball. Here we go. Our run D's solid though, so Big Quinnen Williams I think it's Carter from the Eagles as my D tackles. They do a great job. We got fast, athletic linebackers, so we're pretty good against the run. Maybe I need to take more chances on offense.
Today,
I don't know.
from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field right at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 80 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Wilson's throw on target to James. This defense for the Colts, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Inside the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Williams being motion left. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Richardson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 54 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. He'll let one go deep for downs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hall want to give up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Wilson now to throw on third down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Those the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a 2nd and 2. And Richardson back to throw it. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Give them 32 on the play. On the handoff, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion left comes Williams. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. To Williams on the jet sweep. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Richardson working from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. There's Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Trenton Simpson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Wilson.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Second down and a yard.
Back to throw. Richardson.
He'll let one go deep for downs.
It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now it's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Back now in Indianapolis. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. This will be caught just inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Wilson. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So Richardson and the Colts now down by a field goal. A little over 80 ticks to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Here's Richardson. Finding Pittman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now Richardson. And going right back to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Richardson. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Richardson to throw it. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because now... They keep their eyes on the end zone. They made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Colts, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, crazy game versus the Jets. Comeback win, always nice. I mean, blowout wins are better, obviously, but a win's a win there. Continuing our win streak. Moving on. We got the Patriots next week, looks like. New England struggling this year. Jaguars at 4-2 or 5-1. So, hey, Mr. R Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe at Hey Mr. R 2020 on Twitch and YouTube. I am out.